That wasn't my plan to have you do that. I was thinking like you and fucking Artlock go to the door.
Okay. So Borkvarrd, you take like a small alleyway to get to one of the rear alleyways that the house connects to, and there's a small fence. You try and get over it, and it just crumbles beneath you very loudly. You curse the maker of the fence.
Oh God!
Ring on the doorbell quickly, then.
Doorbell.
Kavara knocks on the door.
Wait, no, Kavara's on the outside. It would be me and Bob.
Yeah.
Me and Tyburn.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Tyburn and Artlock's at the door.
I'm gonna knock the door and say, what will entice the man out?
Order of Helm looking for donations.
That's not gonna get it. That's not
I
gonna
was
get
thinking that
outside.
you're just
I'm gonna say,
reporting
come
back
quick.
to him.
Come quick! There's a fire.
In the street?
Yeah, in the house next to him. Come quick! The house next door's on fire. It's spreading to your property.
I think I liked my idea better. Because now you're shouting fire in a public place.
Shut up.
He's rolled a 19 on deception.
Okay. Give
So
me a
I am
second.
constantly sitting here just shaking my head.
I was thinking just report back to him about the.
Just give me a second.
I'm just confused as to why we're desperately trying to lie to him to get him to open the door. Bob could have just had, done that thing to tell him to get away if you wanted the door open.
What thing?
Okay.
To get away?
All right.
Fuckity, fuck.
We start a riot in the town and try to trample to death.
No, Artlock starts a fire.
I don't believe you.
I could back this up with some prestidigitation and just put, like, smoke through the window.
You hear shuffling from behind the door, and like furniture's being tossed over, and things are being moved around there. Then you have like a second or two of kind of dead air. Nothing's happening, and then.
Am I near a window?
A crossbow bolt almost gets through the door that you were standing in front of, and the arrow buries it so close. It's like maybe like a half inch from your nose. Just.
I think he knows.
I think they're outside.
No. It's coming towards you from the door.
Through the door.
He
Like,
fired
it went
from
through
the inside.
Oh, he's trying to fire out.
At
He
you.
barricaded himself. He barricaded the door and fired an arrow.
And it went partway through the door and almost hit you in the face.
So since
I got more of that for you.
So did Kivar and I maneuver ourselves into positions where there's windows that we could go through?
There's only two windows. There's one window on each side of the door, and because there's no rear to the house, that just an alleyway access.
Well,
I'd
fuck
like
it.
to-
I make my own way through the fucking house and just
Yeah.
break
What's it
down
made out
a
of?
wall.
Can we let
You're gonna-
Simon speak first?
You're gonna
Yep.
shoulder check a wall?
Yes, shoulder check a wall. Anyway, Tyburn.
I was gonna try just a persuasion check.
Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah.
Okay, do that.
Okay, go ahead, Tom.
All right.
God damn
All right, so there's no fire, but consider this: we have dispatched
We have
your thugs.
churros.
We have churros. Yes, we have churros. How could you deny us? We've dispatched your thugs. Do you really think that a door is going to stop us? If you just give yourself up peaceably, things will be okay.
Peaceably.
And roll.
Oh.
The charisma party wins again.
Kavara's massaging her bruised shoulder because she just tried to
Sure,
take
we
out
can
a
show
wall.
it.
She's a dragon.
Essentially, it's just do you want to do this the easy way or the hard way?
You hear nothing for a few seconds. Does what's in it for me?
Amnesty.
Not good enough.
Your
What else do
life.
you want?
I can get amnesty from Spring Meadow. What are you gonna give me?
We're not in spring.
Your
weather, are we?
life.
Never mind. I'm just gonna
We
say-
can't say
Terrible-
anything. This is
Terrible
their.
idea. Terrible plan I had. Terrible plan I had.
I've got a gold piece in it for you.
Here we go.
Goes
How
a little
about this?
further in.
How about this? I've got an official seal from the Reeve that can be used.
Show it in the right window.
Sit in the thing.
Oh,
Presses it up
open
the
it,
glass
damn
and rubs
you!
it around.
Oh, open it. Open the door. What?
No, open the document.
Oh, why yeah, it's open the thing.
I'm not sure.
We just want to talk.
I'm
All right,
gonna take a step away from the door and duck underneath one of the windows.
You know,
Okay. If you let me talk to Freddy.
who's Freddy? Who
I
else
sent
is in
him
there?
after you. Let me
Freddy,
talk to
you-
him.
You sent multiple people after us.
Where? Well, Freddy's with the authorities now.
The children
Or
bring him
with
here.
some higher powers.
You want us
What?
to bring him here?
I'm not opening that door unless I have assurances.
Okay, that's it. Burn down the house.
Kavara
Burn
just
down the
brings
half
out
the
the
town.
Yes, that
Not
was my
helping.
okay. That was my plan. That was actually
You
my plan.
live here.
But okay. So since Midge is agreeing with my plan, I'm gonna fucking just take a tinder box and just fucking throw
You're
it onto
setting
the roof.
fire to a residence in the middle of a medieval village.
I mean, this has never worked out. Like
Town
there was
you live in.
there was the London fire, there was the Seattle fire. you, like,
Chicago.
You know,
Oh,
those
Lisbon.
weren't.
Fucking burn it down.
Holy shit!
I'm gonna.
Okay. Hold up.
No,
Okay,
wait. I'm going somewhere with this. I've shouted that out, and I'm going to use prestidigitation to make smoke, so it seems like we're burning down the house.
Wasn't that what you were good? Wasn't that what you were
Well,
gonna
I think
do?
I'd like to do an intimidate check in conjunction with that. If Art Locks is actually doing that, then to continue the look, you're gonna acquiesce to my very reasonable demands, or there's gonna be a problem.
All right.
Oh.
Or maybe not.
All right. There's a this individual sees a image of fire from one of the windows, but it produces no heat and no sound. Or no, does it produce sound?
I said I
Yeah,
was
it produces
smoke.
everything it needs to make it look real.
Prestidigitation is just
Make a deception check.
Yeah,
Okay.
you gotta roll a deception check with it, but like it does everything it needs to do.
You rolled
Yeah.
a 19, didn't you?
earlier, yeah, but that's not
Oh,
for this.
I'm not
Okay.
seeing
That was
a
not for
roll.
that.
I haven't done it yet. Hold on. Perception. Do I get an advantage because he can't quite see?
Fred, it ain't working.
No,
All right. So which one of
You're not
us heads
stupid
back?
enough to burn down the village.
Well,
Wanna try
No
me?
one would be that
That's,
stupid.
Wanna try me?
You know, that may not be an accurate statement.
You'd have to be deficient to think of that.
Yeah, well, have you seen our party lately?
I'd like to do a check to see if there's like basement access or something in the alleyway.
Okay.
It's worse than my place. I
Yeah,
highly doubt
same.
it has a basement.
I look
Well,
for basement access too.
it's a house at a town unless the water table is really high. It's got a basement.
And you cut out.
I said it's
Yeah.
a house at a town. He didn't say that the water table's really high, so we could actually
you
assume
cut
that
out
everything has a basement.
Right at the same spot too.
Ben, if you're using a, are you using like voice detect or something for your
Well,
Discord?
Well, yeah, but when I'm talking, it's not showing it going in and out. It's showing it broadcasting my voice this whole time.
Well, don't worry. We'll tell you when you're cutting out.
yeah,
Well-
well, Try turning
Well, what
down
I'm saying is
the
it
noise
never
gate.
shows on my end that anything cuts out. It shows that it's still broadcasting whenever you guys say that.
Yeah, you'd have to make a I don't know, a perception check to see if you find any way. Yeah, you
I
don't.
don't find jack shit.
Well,
Never mind.
it seems to be a small hovel
Oh.
that's built on almost nothing. That would be. It doesn't seem like the foundation for the house goes anywhere below ground. It looks like it's a standard medieval hovel.
I am very surprised that there's
In all honesty, at this moment in time and space, I think it's just
There is a back door. Like I said, it's a small hovel. It probably has like 2 or 3 rooms total. The front area has 2 windows, one on each side of the main door, and a door. And the back area that exits to an alleyway has a door there as well.
well,
So
I know.
Kavara just looks at Snow basically and just goes,
Yeah.
"Well, shall we?"
yep. We're gonna go through that back door.
Okay.
Now, do you want me to break it down, or do you want to?
Yes, break it down. I'm saying that too, Kavara. Make sure I break it down. What did you do a save?
Oh, sorry, that was a save. Sorry, wrong one. Actually, let's take the save.
Just give me a second.
If you took the top one, it would. Well,
You'd have to subtract the proficiency.
yeah,
bonus from
you
it.
would minus 2 to it, so it'd be a 13.
Yeah.
I just realized that there is no hardness or HP value for inanimate objects on this DM screen.
Well, be a DM.
Okay. You crack the door very, very easily, but it does seem like there are objects blockading the door from the other side.
So I knocked it off its hinges, but there's an object. Okay, can we try pushing it, like the door and the object?
Yeah, you could.
I'm gonna be with Kavara pushing to help.
I'm gonna suggest that Tybin, you give the guy his last chance before the dragon rips him in two.
There's a really
Oh.
scary dragon thing coming through the back door. It's your last chance.
Let me roll for the intimidation. Oh,
So I just rolled that. To
That
push
sounds like it's
them.
the answer there. That one. Is there a handle on this door, or is it latched?
There's a hand. Like you talking the one they're dealing with, or the one?
The one that Artlock's and I are standing in front of.
I mean, yeah, there's a handle.
I'm crouched next to it under the window, to one side.
So I rolled a 16 to be pushing with Kavara here.
All right,
on
you're
the-
making headway. It's starting to give, and things are crashing to the ground on the other side of the
Awesome.
door.
Look, friend, I can't promise what's gonna happen once the dragon board gets through the door. Okay, it
When I
can breathe
get-
lightning and everything. I've seen it happen. It's not fun.
when I get to you, I'm gonna break all your limbs.
A smaller individual, a smaller man, crashes through the window in the forward part of his house.
Well, jumping
Above
over me.
art locks.
Yeah.
No, the opposite window, Mitch.
Okay, the
Okay.
one behind Tybin.
into the yard. He's somewhat sprawled onto the ground, just groaning, and he's trying to get up and move.
Can I grapple him?
Sure.
This is where I'm expecting Tiber and Art Locks to like hardcore do this.
From what I'm remembering, that's like an opposed strength check.
Yeah.
I think so too. Let me double check. on that.
Borkvarrd, what are you doing in all this?
Can I run over to
Sitting in the
assist?
alleyway doing nothing.
Give him advantage.
What should we call it?
Yeah, you'll both tackle him.
Are you looking
right
at
to
it?
it. I'm looking at it. When you want to grab a picture, you're supposed to be.
What I recall from watching a little bit of Dice Camera Action, that's exactly what they did. They used strength check and they did a strength saving throw onto that person. Unless you have the grapple ability.
He's within my reach, right?
Yeah. You can get to him.
I mean, he's already on the ground right next.
So
to you.
we're making opposed athletics check. Is what we're doing.
Oh.
Okay, well he doesn't
Oh,
have that.
Borkvarrd
still.
could grapple the shit out of him.
Excuse me. It's I either oppose athletics or athletics versus acrobatics.
Aha!
The target, the target chooses the ability to use.
Well, I guess athletics does strength, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah. And I was actually going to ask the other one. What's the other one for? Do as its primary? Is it Dex?
Acrobatics is Dex.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why
okay,
I
then-
didn't come in.
Okay, then we're gonna do acrobatics.
Oh, aha.
And Midge, you're helping me out with this.
Yes,
and
I
giving me
am.
advantage. So 13
Depending
is
on
the.
this
I
individual.
get a +3 to acrobatics.
Rolls.
Well, that doesn't matter. I mean,
Backflips.
You're just giving him
and-
advantage for the acrobatics check.
Well, I'm just going
Okay.
to stand there doing backflips, like.
All right.
If there's
he
two of them
is-
doing this, do they get advantage or?
well, yeah, if he's helping, he gives Tyburn advantage.
So
That's how
Bob,
we're gonna roll this.
you need to roll acrobatics rather than athletics. No. Yes.
No, well, that's what the dude picked acrobatics. So Tiber just roll acrobatics check with advantage.
no. I'm always using my athletics.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, he
target chooses
overpowers
what they're
you.
using to. Okay.
Oh yeah, he overpowers you. He slips through and he's kind of like just gone onto his feet and he's running down the
Borkvarrd
The
comes
road.
charging out of the alley and attempts to tackle said gentleman.
Borkvarrd, do you
Okay.
not have a net?
I don't have a net.
Oh, damn.
All right, Borkvarrd, make a I don't know, make either a Dex or Strength check.
I wonder what I'll choose.
Oh. Would have been a 0 if you're using Dex. So.
Oh God,
Hey,
that was a critical failure.
the man runs at full bore, and this dwarf kind of like he makes actually a very impressive
I'm giving chase.
jump towards the man, but he trips at the last second, and the dwarf falls into the man, ricocheting off to the ground as this man continues running forward.
Remember,
Wait,
you
wait,
have
wait,
a
wait,
cross-
I'm
Which
giving
dir-
chase.
Which direction is he running in? Is it did he run back or no? He ran forward. He went.
We don't have a
right.
map, so
We don't have a map.
We're using the map in our mind.
It's a
our
theater of the
imagination.
mind. The individual's running down the street.
see the way I
So
envisioned it. He starts running down the street and he goes in front of the alley that Borkvard's coming out of, and Borkvard just.
So I'm giving chase to this guy.
I
Probably
think we're all
tell
at
it
this
like
point.
screaming
Now it's a car
guard.
chase.
I don't know what's
Where's-
happening up there. I still think that we're pushing.
Where's
through
Kettlemund
this.
when you need him?
Could have done with my horse.
A ranged weapon might work.
I don't have any of those. I'm just running him down.
my axe. I've got Spiderbane.
You're on the ground.
I could sideways.
Well, you're giving chase, Midge. So
I am
make-
calling out to everybody like, get your asses over here.
Can I hand Midge one of my axes as he goes by?
He's not proficient with that.
No, but he can roll without a proficiency.
And hit a villager.
If you want to try, he can. He can give you that axe if you want to try.
So
I
I'm
just don't know why
prostrate
Tyburn's
on the
not using his
ground and
crossbow.
I grab Spiderbane and I hold it out. Here, Heartlocks! As he runs by. You can do
I'm
with
not
what you
going
will.
to take it. I'm
What
gonna
did
He runs by me,
you-
leaves me hanging.
The half elf just bolts past you as you try and give him the axe.
I
Okay.
get all of this. Wouldn't it be easier for Tybern just to shoot him with a crossbow?
Just
That's what I'm imagining is happening right now. Tyburn's just slowly
Tyburn's
walking out to the curb.
He's slowly
He's got the
loading his
crossbow loaded and he points it down at the guy.
I can do an attack roll on it. So
Yeah, sure, because you have to 320 feet. This guy isn't nowhere near that.
I just go. This arrow comes over me.
Damage.
Since I know somewhat of the layout of the town, basically.
I might have
And
killed
he's
him.
dead.
Okay.
Back of the head.
All right, this guy's running at full bore down the road, and he's going, and he's got something in his hand. Outlaws can see, and you just hear from behind you. You hear like a clicking noise, and like a metal loader falls to the ground, and this arrow just goes straight above your head. It flies for a few seconds before burying itself into the back of this man's shoulder. He just tumbles forward onto the ground.
I let out a yell. No, you know what it feels like.
This guy had nothing to do with any of that combat.
Well, we said for telling him to go and kill us.
So this man is incapacitated on the ground now.
Okay, that's good. I continue like trying to break through this back door.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess scroll up to the gentleman who's now on the ground. It's like, well,
the image of this priest. He's just slowly walking up to this man with newly loaded crossbow. Just goes and just like does that like half kneeling down on his tips of his feet next to the guy as he's writhing in pain.
Yeah, that's actually exactly what I was going to describe. It's like we could have done this the easy way, but now we're doing it the hard way.
This is very Van Helsing. Just cleric running around with a crossbow taking.
Where is she?
Jesus.
So you walk up to the man, and he is writhing in pain as an arrow is buried deep into his body.
Step on the shoulder, make him talk.
Oh God.
Oh God, your character's like motivations just confuse the ever-loving hell out of me.
I've been consistent with my character.
What? I'm good.
No, not you. It's like half the times it's torture people, the other half of the time it's let's just talk.
Well,
To surrender.
No. The bandit beforehand that we tied up with all the fucking bodies next to him, he chose the easy way out. This guy chooses the hard way.
He chose the hard way.
He endangered my
All right.
veins.
Remember,
So
I'm chaotic good, so it could go either way.
So you have apprehended this gentleman.
All right, so we gonna interrogate him in the alley.
Yeah, let's. Me and Tyburn drag him back to his house.
Do we make our way through the back door now? Finally.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
Could've just
bring him back to the
front door.
Well, I'm pretty sure the front door is the exact same as well.
No, the front door is
feet
not.
and dusts off his.
You could have climbed through the window.
That was close.
Anyways, well, again, we don't know that happened up there, really. We're in the back of the house.
We just appear with a guy that's got a crossbow bolt stuck in his shoulder.
So I'm going to roll a perception check inside this house. See if I can find anything.
It's an average.
It's a house.
It's got a. It looks like it might have had a cook fire going for recently. It's kind of.
You're the recruiter for people. Do we ever get a name what the group's called?
Nope.
No, you have not. Might have been one thing you might have asked the gentleman who was spilling his guts for.
Who's number 2 work for?
His name is Marcus Headley, though. If you.
Yeah.
All right, Marcus, who do you work for?
Fuck you.
Jesus Christ!
I'm going to grab the crossbow bolt and twist it a little bit.
I was going to stand on the wound, step slightly close to the wound.
He screams in pain as you twist the crossbow bolt in his obviously now infected wound.
Let's try this again. Who do you work for?
Oh God!
Fuck you!
Kivar just.
Yeah. Okay. Timid, are you like walking up to him and like slowly, not saying anything?
Yeah, pretty much.
Just leaning towards, staring at him.
That's the dragon I was talking about.
Maybe going like this a little bit.
Cracking my knuckles, showing my teeth. Just a crooked smile, maybe.
So if you
kill me if I say anything.
We'll kill you if you don't say anything.
I want to know who's they.
The Black Hand. The Black Hand.
Now we know what we're dealing with, at least.
They're based in Shadowmoor Keep.
And you do the recruiting?
For this branch.
So if we wanted to hypothetically, if we wanted to be recruits, how would they know that we were recruits?
He's confused.
If you recruit us,
dumbass, we want to be recruited. We totally broke
From
down
this man's perspective. He's just had all of his crew killed and almost killed himself. And these people are just going like, okay, we want to join you.
Have we proven ourselves?
quite the angle is just like we want to be able to get into
okay, that's the tone you report that.
That's a different keep, Bob.
Okay.
The keep we are going to is not Shadowmoor.
Oh well, the one above it then, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one
Okay.
above it.
All right. So that's the one we want to go to. We want to infiltrate that, and then we want to potentially murder or incapacitate everybody there. However, we can't just assault the walls. How would we get in? All right, okay, we got to think. We should be recruits. Well, we can't do the ladder because the palaces are 15 feet tall, and Borkvarrd's ladder is only 10 feet tall.
Well, no.
We stand the ladder at the top of the dragon.
Well, no, it's not even that. Use map.
Stand on the top.
10-foot
It's
ladder.
got the little words that say "Don't stand on this." It's not a step, but you can still stand on that top rung.
Again, if it's 10 feet tall, I'm 5 foot and fucking 9. I can have 9 inches over the top of the wall. I can just go at that and push
5'11".
myself up. And it's going to be even
Tyburn's
more
huge.
so
The
for
dragon's
everyone
huge.
else.
I'm the only one who couldn't reach the top. The other 4 you could.
It's fine. We're going with this. Tyburn, continue.
Well, Cuddleman's coming with us, so we'll have that ladder's backup.
Oh, God.
So if we wanted to pose as recruits, how would they know that we were recruits if we came upon the keep?
You'd have to be with someone else who's in the group.
How about you, sir?
Well, thank you for volunteering then.
Well, we got.
I don't go to the keep.
We've got Marcus and we got Freddy, who's locked up. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
And I think Freddy would be. We'll assume Freddy for now.
It's like a 1 in 6 chance that's Freddy.
Well, we could either use Marcus. We could either use you, and you get away with a lighter sentence for helping us, or you can swing tomorrow and we'll use Freddy.
Well, okay, hold on.
Take your time. You got 10 seconds.
Let's talk this through.
9.
I'm listening.
The
dragon is no.
I could be so useful to you.
8.
Oh, keep it
But
coming
I don't go to the keep. They'll know something's wrong if I go.
Find us someone who can get us there. Then
You've got Freddy and his battle partner, his life partner. They're both of those will help you.
We got one problem with that one.
Freddy's dead. The battle
Freddy
partner's
was
alive.
Freddy's alive.
No, Freddy was the one that died. Because you remember the other guy
That was
tried out.
Frankie.
Oh, Frankie. Okay.
Freddy and Frankie.
We only need one.
well, I hate to break it to you, but Freddy's the only person who survived. Now, if you want it to stay that way, as Freddy's the only one survived, you keep going as you're going. But because I'm kind of worrying to see how you're useful anymore. You say you're useful. What use are you?
He's doing this, not me.
Okay. Does Freddy and Frankie go always together to the keep?
Well, most of the time, yes. And those times they're arguing and they want time apart, and then they gotta.
Midge can disguise himself as the one that's dead.
Well, no, I was going to say. I was actually going to say, congratulations, you're now Frankie.
Yeah. We can't disguise him. I motion him. I pull up my kit and I'm like,
here. I could help you because I know their operation plans. I know where they have people and who they are.
3 at a time. 3 at a time throughout the day.
Not at the keep. Not at the keep. In towns.
Okay. Do tell. I have my notebook out ready.
Well, you may have just gotten yourself away with it. Now, I say, gentlemen, we take this and our current information back to the Reaver. Is it Reaver?
Reeve.
Reeve. Reaver is something different. Reeve, and we go formulate a plan there.
Reavers.
Well, Reavers in Game of Thrones as well. The Ironborn do, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. And good old Marcus here can spill his beans to the Reeve, who will then be able to deal with the other towns. All in favor?
Mm-hmm.
Lloyd?
Yeah.
There we go then.
Okay. So are you? You're taking charge of this man, bringing him to.
Yep.
We will lead him by crossbow bolt.
Crossbow bolt and dragon breath.
Push him in front of you.
Okay. So you bring this man to the Reeves office, and there is a guardsman who is now sitting at the where you would assume like the sheriff would sit, and the advisor is now sitting where the Reeve was originally sitting this morning. And a lot of papers are now in like a little trash can next to the desk, and neater notes are now on the desk. They look up and said, "I'm assuming this gentleman is somehow linked to the bandits."
This is Marcus.
Oh,
Also linked to the bloodbath at the warehouse district.